Today we're working on a 2008 Buick CX. This vehicle came in the shop for a antifreeze leak out of the front of the engine, and we pressure tested it, found the leak. We're going to show you what the fix is for this vehicle. Okay, so it was leaking out of the passenger side and rear of the engine, right, Dylan?
Yep, through this antifreeze port right here.
Okay, so we've had to pull the whole front cover off the front of this engine here.
Yes.
Had to pull the harmonic balancer off, right? And you're saying something out of 06 that you're thinking had the same problem?
Yeah.
So it's common on these Buicks, I think?
Yeah, we have an 06 Buick that may have the same issue.
And what size engine is this?
It's a 3.8 liter V6.
3.8, okay. So you're having to pull off the harmonic balancer. You got all the way down to the timing chain on that thing,
Yep.
huh? Okay. So you're ready to go back together, got your parts all cleaned up, and we got a new gasket on there now.
Yep.
Cleaned off the sealing surfaces of the engine. Talk us a little bit about what you had to do on the cover here. This is the front of the cover of the engine?
Yeah, well, I took the whole oil filter housing and water pump assembly along with it. You know,
Okay.
make it a little easier. It's all one big piece. While we were at it, we put a new gasket on the water pump and a new gasket in the oil filter housing here.
And don't we have to prime these oil filter housings? Didn't we run this before? We fill them up with oil right there.
Yeah, you leave that sensor there loose, and you fill that with oil before you start.
Okay. To get the thing to get the pump prime, right? Or get the oil filter prime. So we fill it up with oil because we ran into that once before on one, and we couldn't get the oil pressure right on it. Okay, so what did you have to use to get that harmonic balancer off? Show me that. Okay, so we had to remove the harmonic balancer off the front of the engine, and we had to pull that thing off there, right? We used a puller kit like this right here.
Yep. Yeah, it's I mean, this application, we were just able to thread. There's threads down here in these holes, and you just match it up with this foot here. You run this rod, and it acts as a puller.
Right. So what do you grab the puller right down in these holes right here?
Yep.
Show me those holes again. Right down in there's threads down there, right?
Threads down in here.
Okay, cool. All right, so you use a triangle puller there and just grab it and pull it right off of there, huh?
Yep.
Okay. And what do you do to put it back on? Just start and put the bolt in it and run it down with the bolt?
It's keyed, you just run it with the bolt.
Okay. So we got a new front engine seal on this thing. We got the cover all cleaned up. We got to pull the alternator and everything off too, looks like.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit of work here to get this water leak. So, and can we show on the other side of the cover? Okay, so it leaked right out of this port right here.
Yep, it was leaking out of this port here.
Okay, ain't that something, man? All right, that's it. So it should be nice and sealed up now, right? Should be good to go. All right, well, thanks for showing us that. Okay, so 08, 06, any of these 3.8 liter engines, if you got an antifreeze leak, we pressure tested it coming out this port right here, leaking around the back of the engine over there. If you got antifreeze leaking, let's say around the oil filter housing, that's a sign that you probably have this problem right here, because the oil filter housing, as you've seen, is right below that port that's leaking. Okay, so let's talk about that. So yeah, we had another Buick in here, and antifreeze leaking right above the oil filter housing, same problem.
Yep.
Pull the front of the cover off there and seal it up, make sure everything's flat, torqued, and it's good to go, right? All right, well, there we go. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and have a blessed day.